So Monday, Tuesday 19, we still on the same range. Basically, we are trying to consolidate above this trend line, which was resistance, now turned into support. But we are facing resistance on this new trend line, and we are consolidating here to see what the market says, to see what we do. If we manage to close above 10k, 10.4, we will have a chance to try to 11, this area here of 11k, 11.2, and if we close above 14, 13, 14. But until then, we are facing resistance. We didn't test this area on the 8.9. So basically, this is how I trade and how I see the charts when we reach to the tops or the bottoms. If for a while we don't manage to push it higher and keep doing lower lows like this, higher lows, then we come down. So now we are starting to do higher lows, lower highs, sorry, I always confuse, lower highs here, but we need to close above to change this. For now, we are doing lower highs like it happened here, and then we come down. Lower highs, although on the daily we are doing higher lows, so it's still tricky and consolidating. This is a huge support now, but we can come down to test it one more time as support. If we start losing it, we can come down here for the 21 on the 8.9 because we didn't test this support as well, this top on the breakout. So, but if we don't get a big wick up and close above here, I think it's just a big fake out and we will come down to test the support not tested. And if that happens, the areas, as I always say, it's this one, 7.5, 7.3 until 6.9. This area, which I see this week here, which wasn't tested. This is the area I see coming, and then basically test this trend line again, but making a higher low here. If we start doing lower lows from here, from this big area, which is the huge support here on the 6.6 now, we will come down. And let's see. For now, we are consolidating. We still might come to the test the 21 on this top here. I'll open now to be more easy. So, and the indicators are still pointing a little bit up, but we are on the upper level, so we can come down as well. Because, as you know, we have to buy on the dots here on the RSI and the stochastics, and we are still above. So we can still do another push up, but I think we will come down to test support. This is just my opinion. Okay, so as we see, this area wasn't tested. This week here didn't come to test it here. So on the 7.8, 7.9. This week, this breakout here wasn't tested as well, on the 6.9 more or less. So we have these two areas as support, which weren't tested. So let's see what Bitcoin does. For now, we are rejecting, but we closed with a higher low compared with yesterday, but still a lower high compared with all this area. So I think we might come down today, but close the day doing another higher low. Let's see. If we do another higher low, maybe we manage to push up. But depends on today if we come here to test this trend, these moving averages. And the big support here now, but we already tested, so we are consolidating here on the low time frames, and it's important to keep on checking what they are doing, because we got this big rejection from here. We didn't close above this cluster here, which was the resistance, and we came down. We are holding this support, but look, we are not going above, so Now the 21 is acting as resistance. So I see the top now on the 9.7 to see if, but if we start closing above, okay, we can push up again. So let's see. Indicators are still kind of going down because we are already up. So they are like midway. So this is like a consolidation area between the top and this bottom here, which we have here the 200 moving average exponential, and we can come down to test it. We have the 200 simple again here, and we have the 377 on the 9.2. But because all these areas have been tested as support, only this one wasn't tested, so I see that we might come here one more time to test this one, and then let's see if we manage to push higher. If we don't manage to push higher and we start staying here, we will come down. So just about patience here, waiting for a big push down and buy, or waiting to go to one of the tops to short. And yeah, this for like daily trade, for swing trade as well. For investment now, as I say, it all depends, but I already said the areas that if I was an investor will wait over there, because the key is patience. But someone can just buy a little bit here on this support and put a stop loss below. If it goes down, you sell and buy on the other areas. So there's many ways. What matters is making profit. Doesn't matter where you buy. It's just about buying on the support, take profits, or sell on resistance, and then you make your profits. Don't be greedy, and have all the areas that weren't tested as support. This is how you trade Bitcoin, and with patience and risk management. Yeah, so that's it. We are under resistance. We are trying to push up, but still not happening. Half an hour to go. On the 1 hour, we need to start closing above 9.7, 9.8 to be more bullish. Until then, we are just touching resistance and coming down. And this is what I think will happen. We will come down to test this area again, and let's see. Level by level, it's about checking here on the countdown on the candles where they close to try to see if they close above a support or not. Never trade before a candle close. You can go to the 5 minutes, 1 minute, of course, but the higher time frames you need to know where are the big levels. So now the big resistance is the 9.8. Of course the upper ones as well, but the more obvious one now it's this one, 9.7, and of course 9.8. This is the big resistance, and we might come here one more time to test here the 9.8. But let's see, we are in this range now here, and the moving averages are going up to help us support, especially here on this big trend line, as I said. And then we will have to reassess to see if we have a big wick up and close above support. If not, this is just a fake out. Let's see. Okay. I'll just close this, and yeah, let's see if we have big movements these days. And I think we will have, because we are in a very important area for a big crash or a big move up. So we are consolidating in a very strong area of Bitcoin. So this week is very important. As we know, the week is still bullish, and the months are still bullish. Never forget that. So I think we might come down to test support, but maybe we get a big wick up. Who knows? Let's see.